one, go. What it do, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's get it.
Welcome back to the greatest show on the face of the earth.
We know
possibly
you
the
must
galaxy.
Absolutely. Searing success.
I was about to say how many planets there was in our galaxy. That would have gone hard.
Why is it 9? What?
I don't know.
There'll be 10 after I destroy your anus. Oh God, that was bad.
Okay, we're just gonna fucking move through that.
Did you not see that joke on the other side?
I've never seen that joke in my life. That's low-key alarming, but we move, blood. Okay, fuck.
Yes, absolutely. Look, guys. So, the schedule for the soccer is going to be quite tricky now, no?
Yeah, it's a bit shit. I hate international breaks.
Yeah,
I don't know why they do it.
But we're gonna try something new because of this. We're gonna try something new. We'll talk about some soccer. We'll just throw some other shit in there. We'll react to some other things. And you know what I mean? If you guys like it, please hit us up. Give us a like. Put it in the comments. And if you guys have any ideas on what we can talk about that you'd want us to talk about, we are.
Please shame him for the anus joke.
Please shame
in the
him.
comments.
Please shame
that was
shame
fucked,
him.
blood.
Absolutely.
Anyway, talking about fucked. Gunners for one. Crystal Palace.
That was great. It was a great game. All along I was just hoping that would just not happen. But as we were watching it, the result just became clearer and clearer.
It was. I find it so weird how Arsenal just like win soccer games consistently.
Yeah, you see that, bro. The consistency that you guys have been putting together has been immaculate. It's kind of almost been so offside. Like, how the fuck do you just decide to be this consistent?
That's my trip.
How did they switch on like that?
I saw us last season. Like, everyone saw us last. Everyone's been seeing us. This is not us, blood.
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on? Why are you guys acting like you're about something now?
And you guys didn't exactly add in any, like, statement pieces. You know what I mean? Like, fucking... Like, you know, when Liverpool started their cack?
Yeah.
They added, like, you know, that Van Dijk and Firmino and Alisson in that same video.
That blockbusters.
Usually that's what it takes. And then, oh, no, we've got, like, a run now.
Yeah.
You guys just, like, we'll be consistent. We'll just win every single soccer game.
Yeah, welcome to Arsenal Football Club. Yeah. Just like, they're acting like this is what we do, blood. I don't know.
I think Arteta really worked on the culture. I think he really worked. He really upped the culture. He upped the mindset. He changed the way you guys think about fucking matches, clearly.
Blood, he must be giving out handies in the fucking back room.
There's gotta be something we're not seeing, some sort of intangible, maybe an injection or two.
I don't even understand it. It's because like everyone else below us and City is playing kind of like how I expect everyone to play. You know, you have a string of good results, you go through bad results, string of good results. Yeah. Arsenal just win a lot of games, then they'll have a spell, and then they win a lot of games, and then they have a spell. It's fucked, bro. I heard that this season in our 28 games we've equaled our amount of wins last season, which was 22.
Yeah.
And I mean, City have scored 67 goals. We've scored 66. Since when can we score goals?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is that about, blood? How is our goal difference 2 off Cities?
And I think that as we were speaking about the fact that you guys have so many different goal contributors. Is big. Saka's having the season of his life. Fucking Martinelli scored like fucking 13 goals. Yeah. Odegaard has over 10.
Yeah.
Odegaard's got a couple of assists. And the minute you have that kind of output from 3 or 4 players across the board, bro, like that is really helpful. Because if one guy's not on his cack, then there's more. There's more. Like for us, Rash is our main contributor. Yeah. And to some extent Bruno. But like, because there's only 2 of them. Like, if Rash is not on it that day, you know what I mean? It's going to be tough for us.
Every player in our first 11 has scored. Every single player in our first 11. Besides the goalkeeper scored.
Even Granit Xhaka, bro. Even Granit Xhaka is having an amazing season. Like, he's really defied all the predetermined notions I had about him in this one season.
If she puts on a weave, blood, she's still, It's like, I don't know, blood. Maybe I get used to the weave.
The thing is, I always saw him as this kind of like, metronomic, like kind of like, like sluggish.
Jorginho.
Yeah, sluggish.
Like a version, a poor man's Jorginho.
Yes, but he's kind of now turned into like this roaming number 8 that scores goals, that like makes it into the boxes and shit like that. Bro, it doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even pass the eye test.
I don't know, blood.
But it's happening. It's got mad.
It's got confusing. Look, keep saying it. Top of the league. Fucking 28 played, 22 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses. Long may it continue.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know. What we're gonna talk about Arsenal this week? We've just won again.
They kind of make it uninteresting by them keeping winning.
I know. and that's why I'm toxic, blood. That's how I know I'm toxic. Like, this is everything I've ever dreamed of, no? And when the game is happening, obviously I'm very nervous, eh? But in the in-between spaces now, like, I just like have nothing to like trip on. I watch all the positive videos about Arsenal. When we lose, I just don't like touch the internet. Don't answer my phone. Don't reply to messages, blood. Like, you know, it's there's no statuses. I'm on a low, blood. But now that like we win this much, like, I am uncomfortable with the joy. It's just like,
I think they've just built a confidence within Arsenal supporters now. You guys just have that thought like, we'll get through this.
I know. I think you're misanalyzing what it is. I think it is we have been so deeply traumatized. We don't actually know what to do. Therefore, we are quiet.
Yeah.
It's like, we are just kind of standing, just like, we are so confused.
Yeah.
All Arsenal supporters I talk to, they have like this weird smile, but they also look like a child that's going to be beat soon.
Yeah. Because they don't know, like, they're not sure, like, is this a real thing?
We're waiting for the implosion.
Yeah,
That's the
it's
thing.
waiting the implosion.
We are waiting for the inevitable implosion. We've been here before. It's never been this good, but we are waiting for the
You guys are
inevitable
like,
implosion.
you guys are like someone that came out of fucking Yemen or Syria. You lived in poverty and famine your whole life, and now you won the lottery.
Bro, you can just go and
You can go broke at any moment.
you can walk to the shop
One
for
trip
bread.
to Grand West, it's done, fam. It's done.
It is, blood. And you know, we're Muslim, blood. We're not even supposed to be gambling. It's like, that's what made it worse, blood. That's what made it worse.
Absolutely.
The fuck Arsenal, blood.
Yeah,
That is, my man them is going hard, blood. So let's talk about United and what that
I
was.
was
What
not
was
happy that we weren't playing Premier League this weekend, but fuck, FA Cup. I really want the FA Cup, just to put that out there. But that was a crazy game, bro. For long spells, I thought that we were in some deep down. We weren't playing well. Our players weren't performing well. It took one moment of absolute absurdity. We're just suing. The game was literally given to us on a platter, fam.
You
on
can.
a platter.
I've never seen anything like that, eh? Because just to set the background for you guys, so the Arsenal game was first. We're watching the Arsenal game, and I'm telling you, eh, this boy's got no class. He's got no class.
Zero. I'm a filthy dog.
He honestly is a typical
Ratchet
United
bitch.
supporter. There's no level of like calmness. Every time the ball gets in the ball, shoot. Every Crystal Palace player, every foul. He's like, no, Mr. Reed, that's not a foul. He's like a up, blood. I'm like, just shut up.
I'm a up. What do you want me to tell you, bro?
blood.
I ain't gonna
Your
lie to
team-
you. I'm honest about it.
You are just like be in the darkness and hate. Don't fucking hate. Front seat, blood. You got a small dick. Just like, don't fuck. What the fuck, blood? This is our show. Like, and then the United game is going on, and I'm watching this, and I'm like, justice. Fucking justice.
Is there any justice in the world?
I was gonna sing that song. I wasn't confident to drop that bars, but I respect
I'm confident
you. I
in my
respect you for
fucking-
that.
on my-
blood.
on my notes, bro.
That was sweet.
Yeah, I fall off the notes there on that one.
That was it.
Some of
You
that
didn't-
soprano.
My blood, you fell off nothing, blood. That was sweet. That was smooth. That's what I'm basing.
But the thing is, so Sancho gets the ball. He takes a bit longer to shoot. Okay?
That was dead food.
He hits his shot. William does some mad cock emotions to the ball. Me and Bugs are still arguing here, like, okay, is this a handball? What is this? Obviously, the man was saying, nah, there's no handball. But obviously, I'm thinking, look, emotion towards the ball, blah, 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 blah. In that whole conversation, the referee goes to the monitor. I'm thinking to myself, guaranteed handball. Done now.
Yeah, it's done. We know we go to the monitor. It's done.
And then they were talking about the red cards and shit. It's like, okay, Moy, a +1, easy. So now he goes, he shows the, before he gets the monitor, he shows the red. Okay, I see. Okay, so I'm thinking, guaranteed, he showed the red, so we're getting the penalty. And then he looks at the monitor again, and we're thinking, is he going to overturn the red card or something?
Because remember, like a few weeks ago, we spoke, I can't remember the game, he gave the person the red card.
The Chelsea game.
In the Chelsea game, he gave Ziyech the red card. Then he went to go and review it, and he withdrew the red and made it a yellow. So I thought it's a situation like that. He's giving the red initially, and then he's going to go, but continue.
Yes. So then he gives the red, and then he goes checks the monitor. Now we're confused. Then he makes the decision. I'm like, okay, so he's not overturning the red card. Williams read it. We have the penalty. Okay. Yeah, Mitrovic comes. He starts mooring the ref.
I don't know if that's mooring.
Literal manslaughter. Okay, maybe not. But then...
All he did was a Bruno Fernandes.
Yes.
He literally just did a Bruno. And
But
now we're mad.
I'd watched that. Look, the Bruno thing was wrong, no? But the Bruno thing didn't have that much kind of aggression. I think because he had gotten so up into the ref's face, no? And the kind of and I think it also plays into the to it that he's quite a big human.
No, what you just described
So it was very threatening,
what
bro.
you just described was white privilege, blood. Because it was
Nah,
your
fam.
player, you didn't see it that bad.
Yes,
I think
it was
Bruno,
bad, it was
Bruno
bad.
should have been sent
Nah,
off.
I don't think so.
And Mitrovic should have
I
been
think
sent
Bruno
off.
should have gotten a yellow.
No, do you know what the thing is now? My rule is you put your hands on the ref, it's a red. It's done. We're done now.
you know what's interesting
no,
about
you,
that?
you wanna mitigate it like, oh, he wasn't that aggressive. He put his hands on a ref.
Yeah.
That's all you gone.
But did you see that? Did
Yes,
you
I
see
saw
that fourth official linesman actually put his hands on Bruno first? And you're actually not allowed to do that either. It goes both ways.
Yes, no, that does go both ways. But the ref obviously is the preferential. So I don't appreciate you sitting on this fucking high horse. Oh, he got aggressive. Bruno fucked up last week, and you sat there with your dick in your hand saying that wasn't
regardless
a red.
of what happened with
They were
Bruno,
all reds, 100%.
Well, regardless of that, the Mitrovic thing, when I saw it, I thought that's a red card. That's a red card.
No, it wasn't.
So he gives him the red card. I'm thinking, yo, that's two. And then he shows the red. Then he shows William the red. Now I'm confused. So apparently he had red carded the manager. Was it what? And
it was
something Silva, what's his name?
Espirito de
Espirito de
Santos,
Santos
Tomacos,
Silvia, whatever.
just-
Red carded him. He red carded Mitrovic. He red carded fucking William. Bro.
I'm gonna tell you now, no? That man beats his wife. I'm gonna tell you that
beats his
referee
wife,
beats his
beats his
wife
wife.
because that man has no ability to de-escalate the situation. And this was my argument. I agree with the Willian red. So this is it clear. Willian must get a red and go. Mitrovic must get a red and go. I feel like Mitrovic does not do that. If the referee takes a moment and realizes the authority is with him. So he needs to be the calmest motherfucker in the room. The people that don't have power can lose their cock. Because that's what you do when you don't got power. The ref has the power. What you do is, Espirito de Santo, Labato, whatever that motherfucker's name is, motherfucker, shush. I'm gonna come to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come to you, but you're gonna shush while I do this. Then I'm gonna come to you. So whatever he said to that blood, he could have just turned and with him, Hans, Blom. We're gonna come back to that. I'm gonna do this. No? The second he shows the red before reviewing, everyone's head is gone. If that was an Arsenal player, my head is gone, blood. I'm telling you, I'm cussing your mother, your mother's mother, your neighbors, your dog, your cat, blood. I am cussing out every part of your existence, blood. I'm hoping your house gets broken into. You escalate the situation. You then go and you give the red, which would have escalated the situation already. No? The situation is going to be hot for the red in a cup knockout game where this team has the lead. That's going to go crazy. But now it's going crazier. Because now you're doing more madcock. The coach is now gone. This guy is now gone. William's now gone. Mitrovic is just. Obviously, because to be honest, it was scandalous. Yes,
It was scandalous, 100%.
It was a raid, no? It was a raid, but I don't feel like that. In that minute, while that whole thing was going on, I don't think Fulham deserved what eventually came out a minute later from that. And I think that's a fair thing to say. In that minute, for the game to shift to that degree, I don't think so.
I think they were really unlucky. I think it would have even worked out better for them if Willian had not just let the goal
Bro, I always ask this about soccer players. Why the
just-
fuck don't y'all just let the
You
ball?
could have just let the ball go in. But I suppose in that moment, when you kind of just reacting, like, you know, that Suarez thing, when you kind of reacting, it's kind of just like, you kind of lose your head in the moment. I think, look, the referee didn't calm the situation down. But I do think Mitrovic needs to keep his composure a little bit. I think he needs to have a temperament that you cannot absolutely lose the plot. When something like
But
that
I feel like
because he is the best player in the team.
He
You know what I
is,
mean?
no? He is, but I feel like the ref lost the plot. And did you see how he's standing at the end of the game with his hands on his hip like he got a big dick blood?
Yeah.
You're a pussy, yo. We all know you're a pussy, yo, because you were in a situation and you just fucking lost your head. So he lost his head. Then Mitrovic lost his head. No? So they are both equally to blame.
So what's okay? So let's say you were the ref and Mitrovic came at you like that. Huh? How would you have reacted to that?
Mitrovic wouldn't have been that worked up if I did my job
You think
30
so?
seconds ago. If I had ref the game properly, and if I don't know why Premier League referees are such bitch ass niggas. I'm gonna be honest with you. They have such a simple job. They are full-time Premier League referees. You work once a week. You work once a week, blood. And you show up and you fail so viciously. All we ask for is consistency. And we ask for logic. You have VAR. In the Arsenal game, they VAR'd every goal. That's the extent they can go to, no? So all you need to do is just keep your shit. Keep your shit together. The second that ref starts fucking flinging the reds out, he started the cackery.
Yeah.
Because if that was my team, if that was United, think how you would have been reacting.
I would have felt cack.
No, you weren't going to feel cock. You would have been fluking every part of his body out.
And look, the thing is, I would have felt cack, but if I had seen maybe, it would most likely be Bruno. If Bruno had done cack like that, I would have thought, if Bruno had done that motion, I was like, oh, my pussy, he's going to get sent off.
No, but don't use Bruno. Bruno's not a fair example because you expect it from Bruno.
Or maybe Casemiro.
No, not Casemiro. Casemiro's got fucking 2 reds this season. Not even Eriksen. No, let's go for Eriksen. Paralympic Eriksen. Eriksen just fucking chest to chest with the ref. Blood, you could get a heart attack now. You need to calm down, blood. This could all be over for you.
But I think there's such a thing as like pride amongst the refs where you know, as a ref, you don't be taken for a puss.
But that's any position of power.
Yes, I think that kind of plays into like how that ref reacts in that moment for those kind of situations. And I think it's you know why it's hard to ask for consistency amongst refs, because I think each one of them have their own kind of way of like controlling the game, and each one of them have their own like look. Maybe a different ref would have like been able to brush it off, or maybe been able to calm down that situation. Like maybe like fucking Michael Oliver or some shit. Like maybe Michael Oliver doesn't send off the coach. Maybe Michael Oliver walks a different way around and like just stays away from all the players, and then he regards Williams from there. Maybe it doesn't happen that way. But I think every kind of ref has their own way of kind of seeing the game and B, reffing the game. So it'll be very difficult for there to be a certain level of consistency amongst like all the decisions.
But that's exactly why you have standard operating procedures. That's exactly why you have uniform policies. So when you are in a situation, you know how to act. They train you for this. Because players crowding you and begging for a penalty is a thing that's going to happen in every game. So he was coached for this. He lost his head. But look, that's neither here nor there. I think at the end of the day, let's just summarize it. It was a cuck performance. But you know what it was? It was a dub.
Yeah, it's a dub.
That's all that counts, blood. It was a dub. At this point of the season, we go, the football is it's won.
Yeah.
It's done. No matter how you got there.
Absolutely.
It's done.
It's one step closer to the FA Cup. 100%.
One step closer to the FA Cup.
We Gucci bands.
Yeah. Did you see the Conte cuck?
The Conte cuck is crazy. I think the Conte cuck is crazy, but I think Conte has a reputation for kind of like speaking out against power, speaking to power, so to say.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I think that's why I think United didn't want to hire him. Because they know in United's position, the most dangerous thing you can have is a manager that speaks to power. Because there's going to be a lot of conflicting shit going on, bro. And Conte don't keep his big for nooks.
I'm telling you, Conte would have had voice note recordings. Conte would have had secret videos of everything.
Blood, yes, absolutely.
100%. He just found a video of what's that nigga that was in power at the time? Woodward just plucking one in his office.
Yeah, he's to expose Woodward.
Woodward plucks to little boys. He'll take some cuck like that.
Absolutely. I don't necessarily think it's the right way to go about it. And I just think maybe he's just upset that things aren't going his way at Spurs, you know what I mean?
Look, the things he said, like you can always grasp onto some points and other points don't like hit as hard for me. The point that I stood with was when he said that players, how the fuck is it humanly possible that we change managers, we change everything around this club, and the results are still the same. The people that you need to be holding accountable is the motherfuckers on the field. Because we can talk and we can instruct all we want. At the end of the day, if fucking William goes to go and handball the ball in the box, you can't coach that. You know, and I feel like he's in that position now, where he's just so stunned by what's going on around him. And Spurs, I've watched at length this season. They are a shit show. I can't blame him for how he feels. Because now when you watch it, they are so bad and so consistently bad in certain things that you wonder like how this is pros, bro. How are Spurs always dead food in the first half and they only play the second half? How do Spurs not have the ability to defend a cross into the box? How do Spurs not have the ability to stop giving away the ball in their final third? Just like they just it's like Arsenal. They're just doing Arsenal cuck, blood. Losing the ball at the back, stupid cuck like that. I can understand, and for a team, look, I must say he must be held accountable for his tactics. What do you think on that?
I think, the thing is, yes, you need to be held accountable for his tactics, but tactics, in my opinion, tactics can only bring you so far. Like I think culture more over everything is very important, and how the
The
team
second time I
responds.
said this culture thing.
Bro, the thing I've learned that now recently with the whole with United and with Arsenal, and like when I've seen what Guardiola does as well. Like tactics is great, but culture is like how the players respond to the manager, how the players respond to adversity. You know what I mean? If they go down, if they give the ball away in the off. And what I've seen from Spurs, especially in that fucking, what's that Hulu show? What's that cuck that they saw?
Yes.
Son, did you ever see that thing, that fight between Son and
Son,
Hugo Lloris?
yeah.
Hugo Lloris is the captain, and he's telling Son to track back. They are having a massive blowout. Hugo Lloris is telling Son, respect me. Son is asking, respect you? Respect who? Do you know what I mean? That already tells you there's an incongruency there, bro.
Because-
the culture's already cracked.
And he was saying players are selfish and cuck like
Yes,
that.
bro.
He was facing people that want to play for the team. Yeah.
And Harry Kane, who's the best player, was sat in front of the fucking tactics board while this cuck is going on. Harry Kane has got nothing to do with anything there.
Blood
You know what I
couple.
mean? There's no that character. You need character.
You just need someone to go in there and just go and stop this cuck right now. Like, horse. We must now calm down. We can't stray. But Spurs is a shit show, no? But I really like what Conte did. I think it's refreshing.
I don't like it.
I love it. I think it's refreshing, blood. These motherfuckers are dog shit. What do you want from me? They're dog shit.
But you know what the thing is? I feel like he always does that. I think he did it at Chelsea.
Yeah.
He did it at Chelsea also. And I think he did a bitch at Inter as well. If Conte doesn't get his way, Conte is going to come talk in the press conference.
King.
That's why you can't trust that man, bro.
The number is, no? Conte is like a mini Mourinho. He's successful.
Yeah,
Chelsea.
yeah, absolutely.
He's like, they will always find a reason around him. No? They believe them bringing their part is enough and everything else around them isn't working. So they believe they provide this, and if everything around them isn't perfect, then that is what is to blame. Actually.
Yeah.
Essentially. But Spurs is cacking. It brings me great.
And you know, at the beginning of the season, I was out here singing Spurs praises, like, I believe in the Spurs. But I was like, now Spurs out here.
And what did I tell him, ladies and gentlemen? I told him Spurs play cuck football. Therefore, Spurs won't go far. We had that argument. It was lovely. I love that. I've got a few quality dubs over you. You've taken some monster
I've taken some else. And I've taken some else. You know, this season especially. But you know what I mean? Look, as a United supporter, you have to be strong in the heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Je mag moet steek wees.
Yeah, the fuck. We're talking about Max being steak. Did you see that cuck sneaker over there?
Oh,
Moist
shit.
and sneaker.
That was
Oh my
crazy.
God.
I don't know if any of you guys can follow that kind of cut. But Sneeko is that bra that lams with Andrew Tate, no?
Yeah, he's part of the Red Pill movement.
But
A
I
more
think he's
questionable
the most questionable one of all of them. Definitely.
Yeah.
This bro, that moist bra says some cock about him. But like, watch my clips or something. They were having like a back and forth or some shit like that.
Yes. So basically what it was Sneeko was talking about the show where there's like these little cheerleaders, like children cheerleaders, and they're like in booty shorts and cuck, like cuties.
Yeah.
And then Moist was like, so that's weird, blood. You enjoyed that cuck, because he basically enjoyed the show. He wanted to like shit on it, but he actually enjoyed the show and cuck,
They kind of sexualizing like
children,
minors
and
or
he was
something.
basing it was actually a good show.
And he got clickbait.
He said he got clickbait.
Bro, they're showing this. You know, bro, if you look at the thing of the show, like the picture, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Bro, it's like little children like doing like weird poses. But I was like, oh, I got clickbaited. Motherfucker, how's that clickbaiting
How
you?
are you getting clickbaited?
You got
by that?
jailbaited, bro.
That is a dangerous statement
That's
to
a
make.
dangerous statement, bro.
And then it continues. They kind of get into a bit of a kerfuffle, and then it peaks when Sneeko makes a very questionable video.
Really questionable video, bro.
So basically, he goes on stream and he's got like a little handgun in his hand.
A Glock.
Not even a Glock. It
It's
looks
a Glock.
smaller than a Glock. It didn't look like a handgun, like a police issue.
Look like one of those guns that the kinchies.
Yeah,
in
the
movies.
kinchies.
Halle Berry
Yes,
would have in
Halle
a
Berry
boot.
would have one in a boot. It just had round surfaces, round angles, you know?
yeah,
Every edge was rounded.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's busy dancing in the video. You watch
Yo,
my clips.
he looks absolutely
You want me to watch my clips, blood?
ridiculous.
He's just out there waving this gun. He's telling this
With a
bro.
cigar.
He's gonna pull up to where this moist critical bro lives in California. Not in California.
Florida, yeah.
Bad place to pull up on niggas.
In the flow. Yeah.
And then he's just saying no.
He's like, watch my clips. He holds the two like fucking thingies, yeah, mags.
The mags,
clips, yeah,
the
the
two
mags. He holds in the. You want me to watch your clips? Watch my clips. And he's cock proud of himself, bro.
Oh my god! And you can see like has this little smile, and he just thinks he's a gangster, blood.
Yeah.
And then the comeback is just too hard. The comeback was hard, blood.
Yeah, the comeback was, I never seen a comeback like that before.
Oh, that was fucked up.
Brother,
Man.
yo.
That was
Yo.
look here. That was the human equivalent of pull up.
Yeah, pull up.
Pull up,
So
blood.
what you get out?
Pull up.
I'm strapped.
Pull up.
I got the Draco.
So what Moise then does is he corrects it. He was like, no, he doesn't want to be the grammar police of guns, but then he pulls out his Glock and he's like, this. So first he cocks this bitch, pulls out the mag. He's like, this is not a clip. This is a mag. This is a mag. It's not a clip. Then he puts down the Glock. And the motherfucker pulls out
The
a
AR.
anti-terrorist AR. Something straight out of Modern Warfare 2, blood. This is a war zone gun.
And thus too is a mag.
He pulls out a fucking extendo, blood. That's a level 12 attachment. That bro just pulled out there. And I was thinking, really you can take yourself for a puss in this world.
Yeah, you can.
You can honestly, and guys, just think, whenever you're going to make a cuck decision, you want to make any decision, just ask yourself, are you taking yourself for a puss?
Especially if you're in a public space like the internet.
Yeah.
And streaming. You know
And
what I mean?
streaming. The second you interact with other content creators, let's say we started beefing with another soccer channel, which we would love.
Yeah,
if you're a
we
soccer
love.
channel,
If you
and
need
wants
a
to beef
beef,
with us.
We
We are so fucking ready.
We nominate ourselves as tribute.
Bro, we are so fucking ready. We beef casually, blood. That's how we
100%,
communicate.
100%.
We communicate
We're
in a
ready for you.
hostile
We're ready
manner.
for you.
Everything, nothing is off limits.
Watch my
blood.
clips.
Watch my clips, blood.
Watch my clips.
So that's sure. Fuck, I just got distracted by my battery power. So essentially, he just made a fool of himself.
Yeah.
And then did you hear that cuck about his girlfriend?
Yo, bro, that he's like, he watched his girlfriend get fucking rammed next to him, and he was like, he recommends it to everyone. I'm like,
To do at
bro,
least once in life.
What is
and
going
bear in mind,
on,
this is the
fam?
same man that's busy preaching Red Bull now. You must be Mr. Pitches. You can't be tied down to one girl. And that's not what Red Bull is, but that's the gist of it.
Yeah, he's like on the forefront of that.
Yeah,
He's one of those alpha
you gotta be
warriors.
an alpha, you know. Why you not being alpha blood? And how do you feel about the alpha
The
movement?
thing
blood?
is, I don't know, man. Like, we've had the discussion before, no? I think you've got to kind of, whatever, okay, it's obviously an ideology, you know, an idea, you know what I mean? A think piece or some shit. And like, there's gonna be these ideas that kind of pop up. And you can't dismiss all ideas. You gotta kind of look at it and kind of see through it and see what you can take that's valuable.
Yeah.
But the minute someone is pushing that product so hard and his whole persona is now just this Red Bull thing, that leads me to believe that if that's your persona and that was an idea created by someone else, in this case like Rolo Tomasi, created that whole Red Bull thing.
Yes.
Your whole persona and your whole online thing, whatever you are, is based off of that idea, basically.
Exactly. You just gave us the blueprint for your life.
Yes, and there's always going to be holes in every real idea.
everything.
You know what I mean? Science. So people come up with scientific cock and it gets disproven. You know what I mean?
100%.
Over the years. And I
That's
just feel like he just goes too hard in the point, he backs it too much.
He backs it too much, no? And when you publicly come out and say how you allowed someone to fuck your gal next to you.
Yeah, there's an incongruency, bro.
I'm gonna tell you now, blood, if my gal is being fucked and it's not me, blood, that's not my gal. Like, you know, it's done, blood.
You
If
should
I'm
be
in a
slacking another pole.
if I'm in a room and the gal that I call my gal is being laid next to
Yeah.
me, that's not my gal, blood.
Bro!
That's a disrespect thing, blood.
Good God.
Yo.
That's mad, fam.
Look,
That's
we
mad.
have to swap off this topic.
Yeah.
This can't continue. I don't.
But
start this.
we'll keep you updated if there's anything new on the thing. Yeah, absolutely.
And just now, I also would like to bring up the topic about the issue that recently happened in a country very, very far away from us. You know, as we are based in, where are we based from?
We are based in Bangladesh, Mumbai.
Wow, wasn't it Calabasas a few weeks ago?
Yeah, we move a lot, bro.
We
We
move a
out
lot,
here, we
okay.
travel. We
move
don't
a
really
lot.
have a home. You know what I mean?
So the EFF riots, oh my God.
Yeah. Yo, the EF. Let's talk about something that's happening in a distant, faraway land that we have absolutely no.
Was it not, no? The way they built this up, me and Names actually had a very much at length argument about rioting and the expression of freedom that rioting brings.
Yeah.
No? So my stance is, I don't think that's the way, blood. I don't think we can use the same tools that we used in the apartheid to deal with democratic problems.
Yeah.
Your stance was?
My stance was, look, the thing is, obviously this whole thing is connected to like at large the loadies. The loadies problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know what the thing is, I've been so frustrated with that because I kind of felt like we as citizens are so powerless in this whole, how deeply seated this corruption is. And I just felt like when I saw it, like when I saw they doing something, I was just happy that something was happening. You know what I mean? That I felt like there was nothing else that could have been done, or whatever's been tried has been working. So I'm just thinking, what else, bro? What else? If we ain't gonna riot and we're just gonna keep coming up with like the solutions we've come up in the past, basically sweeping under the rug and just getting a bigger rug basically to that problem, it never gets solved. So I'm just thinking like, bro, like we spoke about the apartheid thing and how that bloodshed is what was necessary to kind of make a change. You know what I mean? And you did make a valid point that yes, apartheid is a much larger problem than loadies. But what else do we do, bro?
We
What
vote.
else?
We
We
vote.
vote?
We peacefully march. We do cuck like that. But the second, my number one problem with what the EFF march was made out to be, nah? And I am not advocating or speaking against any political party. I want to get that clear. What I'm speaking from is an
I am.
individual. I'm an individual giving my opinion on what I was perceived this thing was going to be.
Yeah.
I was being told that you weren't going to be allowed to go past these EFF checkpoints. They're going to burn tires in the road and cuck like that.
Yeah.
No one's going to work. They're going to shut the country down. I'm going to that cuck.
Yeah.
Don't waste me on dollar shit.
Yeah.
If you want to go fucking strike about something, more power to you, boo. The second you impede my life in any way, we got a big problem, Archie. I can't fucking go and get me fucking zinger wings because they burning down the KFC now.
You go and get you some milk and
I
then come
can't
back.
just like I motherfucker don't respect anyone. I don't like being told I can't do cock blood. And when there's that under the threat of violence, I as a person, and I do need to work on myself, tend to get equally violent. That's my thing, blood. This morning when I left the house, I left with boxing gloves on my chair. And now I see motherfucker rioting. I must now first put on my boxing gloves. It wasn't based in
It's
reality.
like, wait, I need to get ready first.
Yeah,
before
I
you-
fucking need to
you
hand
take-
wraps.
Yeah.
Hand wraps.
Yeah.
1, 2, fuck. 1, 2. Like, I'm taking myself a boost. What am I gonna do? Get out of the car with boxing gloves and fight the rioters? They're gonna fucking they're gonna fuck me up, blood. But I didn't like what they were doing. And the craziest part of this, so we spoke about this yesterday. And then to come to today, where did you see videos of the riot?
I didn't actually see videos of the riots.
And that is
I didn't actually
called-
see any riots and on the streets, bro.
my friend, is exactly the point I'm making. This is a paar homies that pulled through up in the block. Blood.
Just about homies.
That was not a lot of people. Blood, there's a bigger line for Sasa than there was for the niggas marching. That Pick and Pay down the road here. They got more niggas on there waiting in the morning than I saw in that riot, blood.
Yo.
And they weren't even like, I even saw like Malema's march to the Union building, nah? And they like all locked in the front row, and then it's Malema, all the niggas, you know, the EFF gang blood, and they walk in, and it's just like one nigga, like 3 down from Malema, that they brought in on WEE. This nigga is a picturesque white man. This is a white farmer man. This isn't even a white man. This is a white farmer.
And he got the red t-shirt on.
That bro, he's got the red t-shirt. He's
And the
locked in.
fucking beret.
Bro, beret, full white bart. Full white bart, bro. He literally looks like a farmer. They were like, we need someone for image, blood.
Yeah,
we need to
absolutely,
appeal. They just did
absolutely.
wee blood.
Yeah.
That's what they did. They needed one white bro.
100%.
And they got him the most stereotypical white bro they
Yeah.
could. That was gangster blood.
But did they? The thing is, you told me that they were gonna loot and gun. My whole trip with that is now it kind of looks like they're not out here trying to solve a problem, but they're trying to like use this problem for some convoluted reason to like steal fucking a new microwave or some shit like that.
It is, and that's what they were doing. They didn't do it this time, no? But that's like what gave me PTSD was like the Durban riots with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
When that motherfucker had to go to jail for a crime he did commit.
Yeah.
Like, no one set him up, blood.
Yeah.
Like, he did commit this. This is the same nigga that brought us shower the AIDS away.
Yeah.
This is the same nigga that brought...
That man choked him.
I'm gonna tell you,
That's it.
Jay-Z did whatever the fuck Jay-Z wanted,
did,
blood.
bro. And it's so crazy. It's so crazy that we had that period in that country. That bro was like running the show. I'm not discrediting his ability as like a fucking president or something, but at the same time, there was just so much mad drama around it. You know?
Bro, it was so clear that he was so blatantly corrupt, and
Yeah.
everyone's just jealous.
And you know what? I actually liked Ramo for a very long time.
Cyril's my G, I won't
Cyril's
lie.
my G. He's been my favorite president.
Yeah, he's been my favorite
He's the one
president
I've
for a long
connected
time,
to the
man.
most. You know what I
When
mean?
I saw that nigga fucking with that mask, blood.
Yes, Cyril brought us good times,
Yeah,
bro.
Cyril brought us
Where's
joy
my
in the
iPad? Where's
darkest
my iPad, bro?
blood.
Cyril brought us through the lockdown. But look, with that same note, look, Cyril needs to do something about the load shedding. He needs, if he can't, someone else must. You know what I mean?
No, I think the load shedding problem is so difficult.
The thing is, if you can't, look, I get it, Cyril, you did as well. But if you can't, someone else must. Something must fucking happen.
My trip is
bro.
now. I think what bothers me is now. So on the EFF riot still. So afterwards, I'm on Twitter. So Twitter showed me how the EFF riot went. And do you know who I saw how the EFF riot went by? I saw it by the Secretary General of the ANC, a high-ranking member of the ANC, former Youth League president.
Yeah.
This motherfucker has retweeted a tweet from the ANC from the so-called national lockdown. That's the official statement. That's the title of it. Response to so-called national lockdown. They're busy joking about the thing, blood. We get glad South Africans didn't stand with this motherfuckers against us. That's essentially what they said, and I was like, you arrogant master poster. That's the reason you have to go.
Yeah, 100%. That is the reason they have to go. And I've also, when that Reiterkak came out, cinema, and look, we obviously can't take his word like 100%. But just the fact that someone is coming out and speaking about it, everyone knows what's going on, but it's like this kind of immovable object.
Bro,
that you just cannot
and
move.
My
bro.
problem now is not the ANC. I don't have a problem with our ruling political party. I have a problem with the people currently running our government, the manner in which they run it. No? These niggas must build a hospital. Build the hospital, blood. If we gave you 500 million and the hospital cost 200 million to make a decent hospital cost 200 million, take the 300 million, blood.
Even if you shave some off the top and you paid 150
That's not
million for the
but
hospital.
if
But if the
I-
hospital's there.
If I have an actual functioning hospital, I'm not gepla.
Yeah.
But you want to take everything?
Yeah, I want to give anything to you.
Like,
Leave us no fucking dog.
bro,
Yes.
like, we don't have electricity.
Yo, did that? Can we just wrap
Guys,
our minds around that?
you saw my face early on when I saw my phone's battery power. Do you know what that was? That was PTSD.
Yeah.
Because I thought it might be load shedding.
Yeah.
Blood.
Yeah.
I was like 20% blood.
20%,
It's not
is it
looking
right?
good, blood.
Is it right?
It's not looking good.
Yeah, bro. It's a madness. It's a madness that we've kind of got. How long do you think we've had it? Have you had the discussion?
We had load shedding before the 2010 World Cup.
Did we really? So I think I googled this at some point and I was speaking to someone about it. We had load shedding for what? Has it been 15 years, bro?
When did load shedding start? Begin in SA. I like that. In Zimbabwe, did they? 2007.
Fam. 07. 07. My G, if you were born in 07, all you've known is load shedding. All you have known is load shedding, fam.
Bro, and you're telling me you cannot fix a problem in this time. We had a problem. We don't have enough krach, right? Right? We don't have enough krach. Build more kak that makes krach.
Yeah.
Very simple.
Yeah.
We've just stopped building it. We've stopped fixing it. Since the problem came, no? Our government has just shown us the best version of a varsity student procrastination.
Yeah.
We got a problem that occurred, and then we procrastinated. We were given a task of utmost importance, and we've procrastinated. And now it's spiraled to a point where you physically cannot do this anymore. You've just not studied the entire semester. You've done
You're
nothing.
doping 100%.
This exam cannot save you.
Yeah.
You're doping, and now you come back next semester, and
You're
you
doing the
doping.
same thing.
You're gonna keep doping.
I think what it was is there was the problem. No? They invented loadies as the carpet to sweep the problem underneath. The carpet has just grown. The problem was never dealt with. They just keep getting a bigger carpet. Now the carpet is so goddamn big. Even if you lift it up, you can't see the problem anymore. There's literally fuck all you do about it, bro. They just been sweeping the skak under the rug the entire time. Fucking getting new ministers of energy, new fucking engineers, and they're all doing the same cut. It's like, oh yeah, it's a payday for me, bro.
100% blood.
Think about those people. They got genies, bro. Those people that are stealing the code, they got genies. They don't.
Cyril, all of these motherfuckers have never experienced load shedding because they have genies.
Yeah.
Why the what the fuck? Bro, I got a genie. I'm a normal nigga. I got a genie. My life was changed. Load shedding does not affect me.
I don't have a genie.
I have a UPS, so my Wi-Fi stays on. All my lights
Yeah,
stay
you living
on.
a first world
That's,
life here, bro.
that's what I'm telling you,
Mad,
blood.
man.
And that's like kind of what bothers me.
Yeah.
The fact that I have the entry level cuck to make myself comfortable. No? They are in gated communities, 24-hour security. They have no worries in this life. Unlimited kroon, yellow pizzas.
Yeah.
It's just like, blood. I'm out here.
They can say that they're feeling it with us now, but are they really?
How many hours of load shedding has anyone that was inside of that parliament hall experienced? How many?
Yeah.
For the state of the nation, how many of that motherfuckers have had load shedding once?
And that's why I think the only way that it's gonna be able to be addressed is something drastic. Because the people, the powers that be, that come up with the solutions, firstly aren't being affected by the problem. In my opinion.
Yes, 100%. So how are you going to be bothered about a problem that you don't experience?
You're just getting gains, bro.
Yeah.
You're just getting pluses, 100%.
That's the normal.
Why you gotta cure this, bro?
Yes, like, and that's like always the bait, no? They just need to make it till after. It's a 4-year cycle, basically. They need to make it till after the elections. That's their goal. Just make it past elections. Promise them, cuck. Get to elections. Oh, we win again.
Yeah.
Your puss.
Yeah, your puss.
Puss.
We'll just keep doing the cack, bro. 2007 is a crazy trip.
That upset me very much.
That's a crazy trip. That should tell you the story of what the fuck this is, bro. You know what I mean?
Makes me just.
That's insane. That's insane. But anyways,
it's been a good one. We just been talking about random.
Yeah, we just talking about. Look, let us know. We out here talking about random cock now. Let us know how you feel about us adding some extra spice to the videos.
Basically, just talking about random cock.
Talk about some random cock. Let us know what kind of random cock you would want us to talk about. All 10 of our fucking fans.
Yeah, all 10 of us. You know.
Hit us up. Anything.
Something for the ladies, maybe even.
Something for the ladies.
We watch a makeup tutorial.
We'll show you how to put on blush and make wings.
Not at all. We're gonna watch it and figure out if it's stupid.
Look,
or not.
I don't think it's progressive enough for that.
Not a chance, blood. I'm gonna tell you now. You're barking up the wrong tree, blood. This is our oak. This is our oak, my G. I don't move in the wind. We're not putting on no fucking makeup. Let's end this shit, blood. This motherfucker moving.